And in my corner to the right, Canadian strong style Rob Stardom.
And we're underway here, folks. We're getting ready to start the first bout of this night as we're at the night market. I'm joined by the phenomenal Coach Kelly Russell. Kelly, thank you for joining me today.
Well, obviously, Gibby Guerrero, it's completely my pleasure to be here. Unfortunately, I have to be here along someone like you, but I'm going to make the best of it because, quite honestly, I'm going to bring the level of broadcast journalism up to speed. And as you see right now, we got a guy that I don't know a lot about, but I like this Philosophighter. You know, he's got some of the same sort of thought processes that I do, and we all know about Rob Stardom. He and I have never, ever really seen eye to eye. And you know what? I even used to manage him many years ago.
Oh, I'm aware of that. I know my history there, Kelly, and Rob Stardom is an icon when it comes to independent wrestling in Canada, and he brings the strong style. And Philosophighter, it's going to be interesting what he brings to the table today.
Well, it's one thing to say that you know your history there, Gibby, but let me tell you something. You don't treat me properly, and you will be history as far as I'm concerned. Because later on tonight, we're at a great cause, wrestling for a cause. Later on tonight, I've got a very big surprise that I can't wait to unleash. Because, of course, the Coach Kelly Russell is here, and I'm only involved in main events, as you know.
I'm very aware of that, Kelly, and I know you're someone who has surprises up your sleeve at every corner, so I'm interested, and you got me intrigued. Back to the action here. Rob now in the driver's seat, taking Philosophighter. Oh, you heard that down on the second and third track today here at Assiniboine Downs.
And as usual, Rob Stardom playing by his own rule book, not listening to the referee, not pulling anybody out of the corner, and Philosophighter is at a disadvantage, mostly because of Stardom's in-ring experience.
I agree with you on some of those points there, but I think Rob is using his abilities. I think Philosophighter, what if you were in his shoes, what do you do to respond to Rob Stardom?
Well, the first thing I would do is I'd probably gouge him in the eye when the referee wasn't looking. But in truth be told, I wouldn't allow myself to put in that position to begin with. I'm far too smart for that.
I concur, Kelly Russell. I should have known before I asked.
Well, it looks like we might even start to get along here, Gibby. This is not too bad.
Yeah, it might, depending on the hot day. I hear you might get a little crotchety with this heat here, so I'm
Of course I'm
prepared.
crotchety with the heat. It's 40 degrees outside. What do you think? This isn't the way I was supposed to be booked. We're supposed to have a canopy over us. We're supposed to have an air conditioning unit. I need some stooges to bring me some water. I don't see anybody around. I'm almost done my Gatorade. This is not going to be pleasant.
I saw your list of demands before the show. It was the size of a phone book from the 80s.
I put it in my rider, as everybody knows I should.
And now he's going here. Rob playing to the crowd. He's lighting them up like that Christmas tree.
Definitely the experience there, but Stardom has to remember that you don't need to worry about the humanoids in attendance. What you need to do is focus on your opponent, which I will say this, Philosophighter's got his hands full with Rob Stardom, but he might show us up. You never know.
You never know, especially when he's as well unknown as he is. Neck breaker, big neck breaker.
Oh, man, he could have taken his neck. You know, that's a devastating move. I don't care who you are.
Two count. He's not over yet.
A little bit of fight left in the Philosophighter. By the way, who named him Philosophighter?
I don't know. He came out with a toga and a book, and I just thought somebody was going to be sacrificed.
And Rob Stardom was going for his finishing maneuver, the Brainbuster, and obviously the Philosophighter has done his homework. He knew exactly how to counter it by taking him into the corner and laying in some pretty good shoulder tackles. I don't care who you are, how big you are, tackles in the corner right in the midsection are going to knock the wind right out of you.
He's got to stay on him, capitalize, but he's cutting off the ring a little bit, Kelly Russell, is he not? Now you're going to see him.
It's very smart to do that, more so in a tag match.
Irish whip, clothesline down. Little bit of cockiness I'm seeing on the part of the Philosophighter here.
Well, you know, he's got Stardom where he wants him, and as far as he knows, the humanoids here should learn that he's the better man as far as he thinks.
Well, this isn't legal right now, Kelly Russell.
Well, anything is legal if you don't get caught, and you've also got a 5 count, and he's using that to his advantage.
I'll give you that. You're veteran.
Well, it's not my first day, you know.
No, and I don't think it's even your 5,000th day, Kelly. You've been around this business a lot longer than a lot of other people, and I'm not calling you old.
You better not be. 2 beautiful elbows, though, by the Philosophighter, but I don't think he had that leg hooked the way he should.
No, and you know that leg is the difference of 3 count and a 2.5. Big right hand by Strong Style. Big chop up top. Uh-oh. What are we going to see here, Kelly? He set
I
him
don't
up.
think I want to be the Philosophighter right now.
This might be the beginning of the end. Oh, this is... Cowboy Bob Orton-esque superplex.
Let's just hope the top rope doesn't break like he used to.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
No.
It's a blocking out. Oh, he's got more tricks in his bag.
He's
than
got a
I
little bit of
thought.
fight left in him yet. You know, this heat's going to take its toll on everybody. Philosopher now going for an elbow off the second. Didn't get quite all of it, but enough to maybe
Hooking a
put
leg.
Stardom out.
Oh, close. 2 3/4. That's 2. It's 2. The ref's calling 2.
Well, I don't even know much about this referee other than I can tell, just like everybody else, he doesn't know how to count to 3.
No, and yeah, and I think maybe he's distracted because he's not wearing shorts. Oh, big boot. Big
Wow.
size 13 in the old double chin.
I think we heard that all the way back here.
That was pretty wild. And if you've never been hit by Rob Stardom, it's something that I don't recommend. 2 count. Philosopher, he's staying in this fight. He's staying in it.
I think at this point, Stardom knows he's probably got him where he wants him, but for whatever reason, I could have spoken too soon.
Oh, a chin breaker.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to maneuver out of it, but he got him at the end there.
Oh, it's kind of an inverted DDT, I think.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was.
2, he hooked the leg. He must have heard you there, Kelly Russell, because he did. Oh, this is cocky. This is how you get killed by Rob Stardom, is when you showboat and make a mockery of someone like Rob Stardom.
Well, I don't know if the Philosopher has the veteran experience to maybe start showboating. And Rob Stardom, should he get out of this, which I think he's going to, given by the way he's kicking out at 1,
Yeah.
may not vote very well for this Philosopher.
Once again, we agree, Kelly Russell. We might have to grab some margaritas when this is all said and done.
I don't drink.
Oh, well, we do have virgin margaritas, Kelly Russell.
What do you mean? I don't care who serves the thing to me. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
don't
Kelly
judge
Russell,
people.
you're going to derail my train of thoughts, and we're only on match 1.
Oh, it doesn't take much to derail you, Gibby Guerrero.
I've been
But
hitting
all
the
I
head
know
lots.
is Rob Stardom is
Oh,
certainly firing
the
up.
belly fire.
Shades of Jerry the King Lawler
Oh, yes,
here.
yes. Good analogy. Uh-oh, big soup bones. Showing that belly fire. Oh, I
You know
think.
what?
Oh,
When Rob Stardom gets like this, I can tell you right now, I don't want
Irish
to be
whip.
his opponent. Look at that.
Big,
I think I
big
saw
leg
two
drop.
flying out there.
oh, chiclets everywhere.
That
One.
was a leg drop with authority, but
Two.
again, Stardom, you know what? He didn't hook the leg there, and
No.
I can tell you why. He wants to do more damage to the Philosopher.
Yeah, I think you're right. Stardom has been compared to a piranha getting a hold of a piece of meat in the river, right? He's just
Like you mean like the
relentless.
garment bag product?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's where I get my, my suits and
Yes,
stuff.
I know you're a dapper dresser, Kelly Russell. You don't have to tell me that twice.
Well, when the occasion calls for it, I wear what's appropriate.
Absolutely.
Look at this. Referee's not even getting their count. I think referee's afraid of Rob Stardom himself, too.
Oh, he could be. He's giving him a little skim, right? A little bit of the boot across the face. Oh.
Again,
coming off
Rob
strong style,
asking.
strong style.
Oh, man.
Oh.
If the Philosopher doesn't have any teeth left after that, I'd be surprised.
That's a good way to extend the bottom lip. Oh, he's on him. Stiff cover, 2. And again, he's not over yet, but I think you're right. I think at this point he's playing with his food.
Well, much like a predator, when he knows he's got his prey at his mercy, I should say, he's kind of going to do it well. He's going for the
It's
brainbuster.
over. It's over, Kelly
That's
Russell.
it, man.
It's
You're
over.
not going to kick out of that. Doesn't even need to hook the leg.
No, it's over.
He's 2 to the wire. Mongolian win takes the 72nd running of the Manitoba Derby.
And we're underway again. Bout 2. I'm joined once again, and my honor to be with the coach, Kelly Russell.
Well, I could say something about it being your honor, but the more you talk, the more I'm getting annoyed. So I'm just going to tell you this. American Psycho, JL Spiker, is going to take Caveman Cole to town. Now, I'm not necessarily a fan of the whole USA thing. I mean, we all know my history with Danny Duggan, but I will say this. He and I actually have started to see eye to eye a little bit. But I think it's commendable that JL Spiker is very proud of his country.
Well, I'm going to agree to disagree with you again,
Well,
Kelly
there's
Russell.
a surprise. No, go ahead. Tell me why.
Caveman Cole, man of the people, young, enthusiastic, heart of a lion, and JL Striker's so focused on the politics I think he's going to look past a young Caveman
I
Cole.
certainly think that you might feel that Caveman Cole is a young and enthusiastic gentleman, but he potatoed himself with a folding chair 15 times before he got into the ring, which is, as far as I'm concerned, is stupid. Now maybe he doesn't have any brain cells left to scramble, but it's certainly got to be a disadvantage, and we see it right there with a clothesline that just took him out of his boots.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're right. I never said he was the brightest bulb in the cupboard, but
I kind of noticed that when he came down before he even picked up the chair to give himself 15 potatoes to the head.
and then and I think Stryker saw this and he's capitalizing because he's focused on the upper forehead of Caveman Cole.
As opposed to the lower forehead.
Yes, exactly.
He's got such a high forehead, we'd call it a five head. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes,
That's only for people that are bald and hair's receding. Kind of like you. Your hair's going back a little bit,
it's
further
going
and further back.
I don't know. Is it going south or north? I think it's going
can't tell.
south.
Depends if you're standing on your head or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this slam with authority, man. I'll tell you something. I think the size advantage has to go to JL Spiker without question. But the arrogant cover will not, and I've told all the guys I've managed over the years, you don't cover that way unless I tell you to. And I tell you right now, I wouldn't have told him to do that.
Yeah, and you've been managing for a while. Didn't you manage Lou Thez, or am I incorrect on that
Who?
statement? Lou, yeah, you know, he was young when you were around.
I think I might have had dinner with him once.
Yes. And then now rifling back, Cole came out. Cole, he's got to let those forearms. He's got to keep laying them in. He's got the right idea. Off the ropes. Oh, big clothesline.
I think you could probably call that more of a chest line than a clothesline.
Yeah, it's a little bit more in the bread basket.
Upper bread basket, lower bread basket, but I can tell you one thing.
Tomatoes,
both
tomatoes.
of these guys have had a couple of sandwiches before the match because they're not moving very fast.
No, and
Probably a triple-decker with bread.
Could have been. Is this maybe JL's game plan? Maybe Mr. USA is trying to control the narrative and the speed of this bout?
Well, it's possible that he wants to take things down to a slower, more methodical level because obviously when you're a guy of this size, you know, you may not have, oh my goodness,
geez.
You may not have the best cardio in the world, so to keep things down at a slower pace might be more his speed. Now, he missed whatever he was going for, and luckily for Caveman Cole, I don't think he sustained too bad of an injury on that mishap.
No, and then now Cole there, I think he's trying to rifle up the crowd. He's going up there, he's agonizing in pain as he scales slowly to the second. Now he's up at the top here.
I'm not sure
what are we going to see here? Cross body. Oh.
I don't know if you really call that a cross body. Maybe a cross bear hug is kind of kind of a cross. It definitely was a cross body, but more of a vertical than a horizontal.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a little bit of innovation going on there.
I
now
would
Cole
call
in
it
the corner.
stupidity over innovation because
Yeah.
I don't think he had that planned out very well.
I see it half full, Kelly Russell. I'm trying to see it half full here. Now,
see that. Yes.
As he gave him an avalanche-like squash into the corner now. Are we going to see a choke slam?
I think this is going to spell the end for Caveman Cole.
It's good that he knows his acronyms. Big slam.
He almost put him through the mat there, and I'd be very shocked if he kicked out of this.
Oh,
Wow.
and be shocked, Kelly Russell. Be shocked. 2 count. Arrogant cover by JL. And now Caveman Cole, he's riddling in pain. He looks like his tank is 3/4 empty.
I think it's possible to say that we're all riddling in a little bit of pain. But nonetheless, we want to see a victor here, whether it's JL Spiker or Caveman Cole. Right now, I think Spiker's got him where he wants him.
Absolutely. I tend to agree with you on that one. Now he's got him on the ropes.
I can't believe that Cole is actually able to get up on his feet. Looks like he's going to go for it again, which is not always the best idea. Now, that time he planted him on his shoulder and the upper back, and I don't think this is going to bode well for Caveman Cole.
No, he's covering him again. And that's it. It's all she wrote.
The Misfit Mission Collectibles. If you can shop in person, you can shop online at www.misfitmission.ca.
We're going to wait. We're going to take it to Corey Gerglass. He's going to do an introduction for us up at ringside.
In the corner to my right, the mastermind, Kevin Cannon.
Stay on by us here, Kelly Russell.
To my left,
Well, I'm just showing my affection.
Warrior, Corey Diamond.
Scooby-Doo.
You know, I think it's safe to say, Gibby, that you will never, ever, ever know what you're going to see when it comes to wrestling for a cause. And I'm not talking about Corey Diamond. We got Scooby-Doo in the house and one of the Ninja Turtles.
I'm a big fan.
I'm
a big fan.
You probably speak the language and have a basket of Scooby snacks hiding in your left pocket.
This is true. Here we go. We're going to see collar and elbow. Lock up by the two ring veterans. Quickly to the arm, quickly. They call him a mastermind for a reason, Kelly Russell.
Of course he's the mastermind. He's one of the greatest in the business.
Some good old chain wrestling. Reversal by Diamond. He's going around to Rosie one more time. Oh, collar and elbow into the headlock. Textbook. Is he raking the eyes, Kelly Russell? No.
I wouldn't suggest that at all. Kevin Cannon is a very clean wrestler and knows. Look at that. That is an amateur move to get out, a good maneuver to get out of that headlock. I don't know why you would automatically assume that Kevin Cannon would break the rules.
I'm just going by what I know and what I've seen. But Kevin Cannon, I won't take away his wrestling ability. Look at this little dipsy doodah back to the arm.
That is textbook wrestling. You work on one body part and you continue to work on that one body part.
Wow. It's just now up off the ropes, Irish whip. Clothesline down, Corey Diamond.
Well, Corey Diamond definitely caught him, but I almost want to think that Kevin Cannon might have lost his footing. You see, today when the crew was setting up the ring, they were preparing for rain, so there's a bit of a plastic sheet under the canvas. I'm certain I saw him slip on that.
I tell you, you are very observant there, Kelly Russell. There's a reason why you are who you are in this business.
Well, I appreciate the compliment.
Now they're circling, getting riled up here. Now, who does this benefit right now? Does this benefit Kevin Cannon?
Well, it certainly benefits me, because watching Kevin tell the humanoids that he's the stronger man is a great part of the match.
He's just playing his mind games now. He's
There's nobody better in this business than mind games when it comes to mind games than Kevin Cannon and myself. And if Corey Diamond is stupid enough to fall for it, then so be it. And as I said, he just did.
Yeah, he did it. Back to the armbar now. Look at this beautiful. I'm enjoying, as a lover of this industry, I'm enjoying what I'm watching right now, Kelly Russell. Oh.
Well, again, Corey Diamond is no slouch, and I don't even really care for the gentleman, but I will mention that he has some ability. As you saw there, he was able to reverse the hold, but Kevin Cannon, the smarter man, using the ropes for his advantage and was able to get the referee to break the hold. It's Wrestling 101.
Kevin Cannon is thinking 3 moves ahead always, if not more.
Absolutely. This is a game of human chess. You got to understand that. And if you can't think 3, 4, 5, 6 moves ahead of yourself, you're not going to make it in this business. And that was one of the reasons why I did not want to continue to manage Corey Diamond.
Well, and you make a good point there. Most people in this business are playing checkers there, Kelly Russell.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what I mean, Kelly Russell. I was being nice about it. And now again, Corey Diamond, I think he needs to stay focused on someone like Kevin Cannon. I thank you so much. And I see now Cannon, he's getting angry. That vein above his left eyebrow is starting to pulsate. Collar and elbow. Right back to it. Nice.
Well, you see, this crowd and all these humanoids here that cheer for Corey Diamond can chant chicken all they want, but Kevin Cannon is named the mastermind for a reason, and he's able to put that behind him and not worry about it. And again, another smart maneuver. Look at that. He's got him. He knows to get to the ropes to break.
Oh, look at that. That is not in the rule book, Kelly Russell.
A little bit of a shot to the solar plex area, maybe the clavicle. And now, he does have a 5 count to get out of this. There's no reason.
The airways. He's cutting off the air supply. He's slowing him down.
To the unobserved eye, it might look as though he hit him in the throat. I didn't see it that way. But right now, Kevin Cannon in control, and that's really all that matters in this situation.
Look at this.
Absolutely. Right now,
apart.
He's got Corey Diamond where he wants him.
Methodical. Back to the arm. That arm must be just a little bit of rubbery by now. Look, beautiful takedown.
Look at the strength of Kevin Cannon. A guy who's very lean, but he's got the upper body strength that you don't realize he's got there. And he's got Corey Diamond exactly where he wants him.
He definitely utilizes all the tools in his toolbox here. Corey trying to rifle up the fans, the followers, trying to get them moving. Now you can hear him getting behind the Diamond in the rough. Cannon sunk in deep. Corey working his way up. Are we going to see a little bit of retaliation? Good fire up into the belly. And another one trying to break the... Oh! back to the wall. I am not a fan of that, Kelly Russell.
What? It was a smart maneuver. He didn't do anything wrong. He broke up the semi comeback that Corey Diamond had with closed fist to the stomach, by the way, which is totally not allowed.
Well, why can't we
Referee
do it
letting
by the
go.
rules, Kelly Russell? Why
Beautiful
can't we do it
shot.
by the rules? Close hand fist. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Corey Diamond had a closed fist. I told you that. Look at this. He's going to snap that arm. Oh, that's the way, Cannon. That's the way. That's the way, Cannon. Yep.
He's going to have to see a physiotherapist after this one.
I don't think Corey Diamond can afford that. I think, honestly, right now he's going to have to probably see somebody more like a surgeon to put that shoulder back in place.
Yeah, you might be on the point there because I'm telling you, Kevin Cannon, he came in here with a plan and he's executing it as we speak.
Yeah, I would tell you that perhaps, Kevin Cannon had maybe chatted with me a little bit beforehand because, we're a good long-time personal
I
friends.
saw you guys in the corner in the locker room. I didn't want to say it,
we were
but
catching up, and I did manage Corey Diamond, and I can tell you that perhaps, maybe I may have given him a few suggestions on things, but again, that's the way it works in this business.
And wouldn't you find that underhanded at all on your part?
No, I
Kelly
would
Russell?
call that smart and playing the odds to your advantage. Stick with me, Gibby. I will show you everything.
You definitely intrigued me, Kelly Russell.
Well,
and
intrigue
now,
is a word I'm not sure you knew the meaning of, but I'm very impressed that you did.
I didn't say I knew the meaning. I just knew how to say it. And now Corey Diamond getting himself up. Cannon's in full control. Big.
That's a beautiful judo chop. That's right on the carotid artery. That's a great way to stop the oxygen and the blood flow to the brain, and certainly wears your opponent down.
Kevin?
Cannon is a very, very smart wrestler. I'm telling you that right now.
His experience and his skill set is definitely top level. And he has a black belt. It's to hold up his pants, but he does have a black belt.
Look at that. Gibby Guerrero, ladies and gentlemen, coming up with a comedic twist to the event. He's here all week, and make sure you try the veal and be kind to your server. But I'll tell you one thing, when it comes to black belts, Kevin Cannon could enter any sort of martial art event in the world, and he'd be at the top of his game. But he chooses professional wrestling because that's his passion, and he's good at it. He's great at it.
And you're right, bare knuckle, brick house gym, you name it. Kevin Cannon's done a little bit of everything, and it was like, could we see it being over right here? Could this
I
be
can see it. I mean, he's putting him to sleep. Let's be honest.
This might be it. We might be in
If Corey
Dream
Diamond
Street.
doesn't
Oh,
drop
oh.
the arm, well, maybe Corey Diamond
got
doesn't
a
have
little-
as many brain cells as he should, because if I was him, I would have let that arm drop for
He's
a
got a
third
little
time.
P and V left in there. He's getting up. He's rifling back. He's to his feet. Fire up, fire up. Cannon right there. He's not missing a beat like Kelly Russell. That conversation definitely is faring in the favor of Kevin Cannon
I didn't
because
say
now
we had a conversation. I said we had an opportunity. But Kevin Cannon is still a very smart wrestler.
look at him. He's directing the referee. Look here, whip out of the Irish whip out of the buckle. Big.
See, Kevin Cannon has got him right now exactly where he wants him. And Corey Diamond is going to be in trouble because look at this.
Oh,
man.
telegraph.
He did. You know what? He got his hands up to get the boot out of the way, and he didn't nail him. Oh, that time I think he got him in the chin, and I'm a little concerned for Kevin Cannon's beautiful face. Oh, dear
Drops
God.
him down. Kick. What are we going to see here?
Oh.
Well,
Cannon's
it broke
smart
him
enough to
off.
get out of it.
Exit stage right. Now he's got him. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on now. Underhanded.
Underhanded
That
what? The
low
referee
blow.
was in the way. I didn't see that.
You need to put on your bifocals, Kelly
the referee
Russell.
was in the way, and Cannon didn't want to actually get him hurt, so he sort of told him to get out of the way.
Underhanded.
Oh, that's a great victory for Kevin Cannon.
But
That is textbook Kevin Cannon wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
for those people that were paying attention, a low blow gets Kevin Cannon the victory. Action's heating up, Kelly Russell.
That guy right there,
Sit
that's
down,
my
Kelly
guy
Russell.
right there.
Sit
Kevin
down,
Cannon.
Kelly Russell.
I want to just tell him how proud I am of him. Kevin Cannon is excellent, is an excellent performer, and he beat Corey Diamond fair and square.
You can give him his roses later, Kelly Russell.
What are you talking about? That's the way to go, Kevin Cannon. Hey, Cannon, way to go, buddy. Attaboy.
Bye.
parts unknown. Zamil.
You get the fries with Zamil? No? No fries with. Oh, I'm
You know,
sorry. I'll keep the
Gibby,
comedy.
I was going to say, do yourself a favor and try to keep the comedy at a minimum. We don't want people to flip off of this episode and watch something else.
You got me going. You got me inspired, Kelly Russell. I apologize.
Well, if I'm your inspiration, you're certainly not following through the way I would inspire others. So do me a favor
I'll pay
and
more
just sit there and
attention.
let me do my job, okay?
I will do that, Kelly Russell.
Much appreciated.
As we get ready for
Yeah,
the man in
Bubbles
camo.
McFly. That's
Yeah.
right. Bubbles McFly in there doing his job and checking out Bobby Collins. But I got to tell you something. Bubbles McFly has refereed many matches that I've been involved with, and I always find him to be somewhat, a little bit more, maybe swaying his opinion towards people that I don't manage.
I think he's fair and calls it down the middle at all times. Oh! Underhanded Pearl Harbor attack by Zamil. He's got Bobby Collins in the corner, riddling him with boots.
Well, you know, that kind of surprised me a little bit because Bobby Collins, a wily veteran, should have perhaps known a little bit better to sort of keep his eye on the action. But Zamil taking advantages wherever you can against a veteran like Bobby Collins, and it was probably a very smart thing to attack him from behind.
Duck under. Oh, picks on the sidewalk.
Oh,
boy. Big hurricanrana. And out goes Zamil. He's like the rats leaving the boat.
Well, that is definitely a smart move by Zamil. You got caught off guard. He caught you in a beautiful hurricanrana. You got to get out of that ring. You got to regroup. You've got a 10 count to get back in. Although the way Bubbles McFly counts is probably about a 6 count.
And then now Zamil capitalizing on the 10 outside, like you said. And now Bubbles got to keep control here because he can lose it at any moment with these two. And can we talk about Becca for a minute? Is Becca going to play a factor in this contest?
Well, she's obviously there to support her man. I don't see what the factor is. She's there for moral support.
But will she stay out of it?
What
and
do
let
you
the
mean?
man,
What? She's there. Are you?
Kelly,
you must be smitten by her.
Kelly,
she's right in front of us, and obviously you can't
he's
put
getting
two
too
words
close.
together.
He's getting a little close over here by our announce table here.
Oh, I might invite him over. I've got a bottle of water here. Finally, some of the humanoids got me something to drink. Parched as it is out
And
here.
Kelly, yourself in your career, you've been known to maybe interfere or take it upon yourself to involve yourself in a match or two, if I'm not being too frank?
I think, well, no, you're Gibby, not Frank. The only thing that I could see perhaps that you might suggest that I would get involved is that if I see something that's happening that is a complete violation of the rules and the referee's not doing anything about it, as a manager, it's my job to stand up and support my whoever I'm representing that day and make sure the referee can call things down the middle.
And correct me if you're wrong, your clipboard may have been involved once or twice.
Mike, keep your hands off of my clipboard. It's none of your business what is on here. This is my personal business and my notes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a phone call, get somebody out here to maybe.
Here we
maybe
go.
look over my
Yeah,
back
I
here.
don't mean. I think I've upset Kelly
Just give
Russell
me a
here.
minute
I'm
here, just a
hoping
minute.
he's not
I
too
just
happy
gotta make
with
a
me
phone
here.
call.
He's leaving me as he
I'm
makes
not
a phone
leaving.
call.
I'm just
He's
being
calling
quiet.
his
Let me just make a
agent
phone
right
call.
now
Yeah, just a
into the
minute.
corner. Back to the action. Big boot by Bobby Collins. Kelly Russell has left the broadcast booth,
Oh, no,
and
I'm
he is
still
not
here. I'm
happy
just
with me.
ignoring you.
And now
Yeah,
Bobby
no.
Collins.
I want the extra large. Yeah.
And then Bobby Collins now.
All the toppings.
Bubbles
You know
keeping
which
him
one.
in
Yeah.
track. I'm
Okay,
trying to
thanks,
keep
sweetheart.
focused on here. Kelly, can you join us back here again?
Yeah, I had a very important business call there.
Yeah, it sounded like you were ordering dinner, but that's
business.
just an observation. Here we go. We got the poultry chant again. Zamil.
Well, what I find interesting is that not only do they think Kevin Cannon's a chicken, they think that Zamil's a chicken, but they don't look anything like a chicken. They're two different completely individuals, and when it comes to being a chicken, they are the furthest thing from it.
I think you need to not be a chicken to wear an orange jumpsuit on 40-plus weather here in Manitoba today.
Well, it's probably good for the cardio. He's probably going to drop some weight. You know, it's something you might consider putting on a suit like that.
Are you calling me fat, Kelly
I
Russell?
did no such thing. I'm just suggesting that perhaps for cardio and for, you could lose 10, 15 pounds of water. It's not a bad thing.
That's not, I'm glad
Have
you're
you
looking
been
out for my
hydrating
interest.
yourself today?
I'm glad you're looking out for my interest, Kelly Russell.
No, because if you're not going to drink that water,
now
I'll take
this
it.
is not chivalry here. He put, oh my goodness, exactly as I predicted. This must have been best laid plans. What a way to change the course of this match, whether you agree or not, Kelly Russell.
Well, you see, I see things a little bit differently because as far as I'm concerned, Bobby Collins tried to put his hands on Becca. That's with 2 Ks. And as far as that is not a gentlemanly thing to do. You don't put your hands on anybody out there that you're not involved with, especially in a romantic way. And Bobby Collins attempted to put his hands on Becca. She's a fine, upstanding young woman, and she did everything she needed to do to protect her dignity and herself. And that's what Bobby Collins got because he deserved it.
Well, I think Becca with 2Ks there could have maybe stayed out and let these two participants continue their battle. And now, once again, a legal choke.
What are you talking
Bubbleman
about? That
flies
was a
on
pin.
top of it.
Pin attempt. Total good pin attempt there.
We're-
Maybe I couldn't see. Becca was standing with 2Ks in front of me. I didn't see.
I
that
think
was a
we're watching
choke.
two different matches here, Kelly Russell.
But what I do see in this match, and I think you'll agree, is that Zamil certainly has the advantage over Bobby Collins.
You ever think these guys under a mask, it might be some famous dude or someone hiding their identity who wants to have another persona, or like, why the mask, Kelly Russell?
Well,
Why
as
the
I,
mask?
as I told you in the beginning, he's from parts unknown, and he wears a mask simply because he doesn't want any of these greasy, slimy humanoids to know anything about him.
Big slam, Bobby Collins. Oh, this is where he's most comfortable. Eric Collins, he's going up to the top rope. Big leg patented, Bobby Collins hooks the leg. One.
I think he calls that move the Nipawa knee drop, or it could perhaps be the Lithal leg drop.
Well, your winner. Kevin Chevy, I don't show much bias, but he's a close personal friend of mine. And I think Austin Acid is in for a long day.
Well, knowing Kevin Chevy, he won't want this to be a long match. He'll want to make short work of him.
The fabulous Freebird, Kevin Chevy.
Fan favorite. Acid looking through him right now, looking in his soul. Little check over by the ref. Looking good. I think we're all in order here. Ref's doing his particulars. Here we go. We're underway, Kelly Russell. One-on-one action. Here we go. Austin Acid, Kevin Chevy. Give me your thoughts on this match,
Well,
Kelly
we're
Russell.
definitely underway, but the thing is, I don't really know very much about Austin Acid. I understand he's a bit of a newcomer. I'm not really sure if he's done his homework on Kevin Chevy, because Kevin Chevy, the wily veteran, will probably have the advantage here without question. And I'd like to see what Austin Acid could do. You know, if it's possible, he might impress me a little bit. Maybe he just needs a little bit of direction. Maybe he needs
Maybe he needs a Kelly Russell.
maybe he needs a coach. I don't know.
He could be. A lot of us do need coaches when we break in. I might have been benefits to my career 25 years ago if I had a guy like you around.
No, I'm pretty sure that nothing we could have done for you would have made any difference, Gibby.
That could also be true. Collar and elbow. I think they're both very similar in size and height here. A little bit like Austin Acid getting the upper arm bar.
Very similar in height and size, but I still feel that Kevin Chevy's got the advantage here. And you can see there, beautiful. Look at that headlock takedown.
You know, everyone kind of paints Kevin in his corner where he's a brawler and that, but really he's actually a well-profound technical wrestler.
Well, unfortunately, I know far too well about Kevin Chevy that he is not only a technical wrestler, he's a brawler, like you say. He's also one of the most incredible high flyers I have ever seen for a man of his size and stature. He'll do things off the top rope that, honestly, I can't believe a man like that is capable of, and he does them to perfection.
Absolutely. He just really textbook. And now, as he controls the match with the headlock here, he keeps Acid on his side, push him right out of the ring, brute strength out of the ring.
That might have been a little bit of Acid saying he wanted a breather, but at this point, I think it's probably the best thing for him that he wasn't stuck in that corner with Chevy.
And the type of that match when Chevy, you can see the change of gears. You can see that mind moving. His brow drops, and when he gets a little perturbed, I'll say, business picks up.
Well, Chevy certainly has got a hot temper when he needs to use it, and I wouldn't want to be on the other side of the ring when he's in midst of that hot temper tantrum, if you will.
I consider him one of our last gatekeepers in this industry. And now collar and elbow again to going back to the headlock, to the ropes, whip off by Acid. Big shoulders tackle, holy smokes.
You've got a Mack truck coming at you like that. There's no way you're going to stand up.
Out of the ring, uh-oh.
And this is where Kevin Chevy is probably at one of his finest, because he's going to do things to Austin Acid that I can tell you wouldn't want to do to your mother-in-law.
Nope, wow.
Yeah, even you, Gibby.
Yeah, but he's in his comfort zone, his happy place. He's taking it to the people. Here, he might end up on the tracks today here at the Assiniboine Downs.
Anything is possible here at Wrestling for a Cause at the Assiniboia Downs.
They're over. We lost them in our cameras. The roaming cam's out. I think Austin Acid might be a jelly ball when this is all said and done. What
Again,
does he got there?
the
A water gun.
That is the innovation of Kevy Chevy, firing a water gun that's got some power behind it. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, that should not be allowed in this business. He is doing things that are completely against the rules. He is violating the sanctity of professional wrestling.
And I know you always do everything strict by the book there, Kelly
Absolutely
Russell.
I do. Of course I do.
Now the referee needs to redirect these competitors back in the ring.
Yeah, you try telling Kevy Chevy to get back in the ring.
I don't try to tell Kelly Chevy, we're going to have a commentator table. Oh, Kelly Russell.
He almost hit our camera.
Yeah, he's telling you he's a little bit of playing chicken with us today, Kelly Russell. Playing chicken. And now we get back to
that is something right then and there I tell you that I don't like about Kevy Chevy.
I kind of think
That
he
is
was
ridiculous.
aiming towards you, Kelly Russell.
You know
I'm
what?
just saying.
I told you I don't like this guy. I haven't liked him for years for what he's done over. And that type of maneuver is absolute garbage.
I implore you to stay non-biased here, Kelly Russell.
Non-biased. The guy tried to throw this acid dude all over me.
I'm telling you. And on top of the brawling and the ring skills high flyer, he's also he's
quite the comedian, isn't he?
Well, he's very intelligent.
Okay, there you go. See, look at that. Austin Acid outsmarting him for
shutting him down. Big,
beautiful
corner clothesline. Capitalized Acid. Now he's got him. DDT. Oh, drops him right on the noodle.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kevy Chevy's got a pretty solid cranium.
Yeah, he's got a helmet on top of that head. 2 count. Now both competitors getting back up. Who's going to get the upper hand? Acid cut off by Chevy. A little bit of a brushing of the beard. He's in the corner. Big forearm.
Yeah, and completely illegal to the side of the ear. You know, that's not allowed. He's got him by the hair.
Dropping in the elbows.
Probably got something loaded in the elbow pad.
Oh.
Another smart maneuver, though, Acid with a jawbreaker, and that's going to put Chevy back in the corner. But Acid has got to capitalize on this guy and get in there, and he's taking far too much time.
Splash on Chevy now. Acid now. He needs to stay on top of him, like you said.
Well, he didn't get all that splash on him, unfortunately.
Holy upsy-daisy. Holy smokes.
Acid seems to have some of that strength that we just didn't picture, and he was able to throw Chevy in such a maneuver that he actually flipped him head over tails, if you will.
Chevy's north of 300, and Acid, like you said, showing strength I didn't know he had. In the corner now, firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, if you're gonna chop Chevy, you better make that sucker count.
Yeah, that's right now. Chevy's gonna think that there's a fly on his chest. I don't think this
School's
smells
open.
good. Yeah, this isn't good for Austin Acid.
He's just like Chevy's in a good mood. He's still wearing the shirt. Whip in, a reversal into the corner. Acid. Oh!
Wow. What a clothesline. Surprisingly executed there by Austin Acid.
No hook into the leg. You pointed that out. How
very nonchalant cover by Austin Acid, and not going to beat a veteran like Kevy Chevy like that at all.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Pulling him back up. Acid now. What does he need to do? What does he have to pull out of this bag of tricks?
Well, what I would do is try to cut off the oxygen. Maybe put him in the corner, grab his throat, give him a squeeze for about 4 seconds so the referee breaks it. And maybe when the ref's not looking, get into the eyes there. If you can't see, you can't do anything to defeat your opponent, right?
Kelly, I'm going to view that as a little underhanded, but I'll leave my views to myself as you're going to tell me to.
Lose if you must, but always cheat.
Yeah, well, I think you have a shirt that says that, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you want one, they're $15, but in your size, they're $40.
And now Acid in control. He's locked in. He's got that forearm deep under the chin. And now, look at Chevy. Fan favorite. He's getting up. He's mustering together. Couple shots into the midsection. Right in the old, he's smacking away there. Duck under by the big man. Second duck under. Whoa, big.
Unbelievable maneuver.
How often do you see that?
I told you this Kevy Chevy is incredible.
Wowzers, wowzers. Now
For a
Chevy.
big man able to move like that, it's amazing the maneuverability that he has at his size. But he's still feeling it. He's hurt.
What?
And Austin Asset has to capitalize here if he wants to win.
How much does this heat and this environment play a factor in this match for these two big men there, Kelly Russell?
Well, I think without question, the longer this match goes, the more challenging it's going to be for anybody of this size and stature. When the heat hits you like this, you dehydrate a lot quicker. It's very difficult on your cardio. It's very difficult on your overall ability to just even catch your breath. And of course, the sweat factor. You start to get too slippery. Guys can lose themselves in maneuvers. You pick somebody up for a slam, he could slip out right to the back door and roll you up for a 3 count.
Absolutely. Those are things I didn't even consider there, Kelly Russell. And
Well, that's why I'm here again, Gibby. You know that.
your expertise is appreciated. Asset. Is he into the corner? Oh no, Kevy Chevy.
Smart
Oh,
move
he
by
looks
Kevy
like Kevy
Chevy.
says it's Miller time. I think Kevy Chevy's maybe had enough of this here today. Austin Aston now is going to be a victim of those frying pan like overhand chops.
He's got ham hooks that I wouldn't want to be. Oh man, he
Oh.
took him out of his boots.
I think he can pick up his chiclets in the second and third row. Up he goes, Kevy Chevy. Whoa! This might be it.
That's got to be it right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Kick up, 2 count. Surprising. Austin has it. You can't stick a fork in him yet, Kelly Russell.
I think Chevy didn't quite have all of his body weight down for the pin. He pinned him a bit on the side from that maneuver, that side slam. But right now, Kevy Chevy has got Austin Asset exactly where he wants him.
Absolutely, and now, the ref's now calling for the hair here. Big slam. He's trying to pick him up. Oh,
wait a
bag
minute.
of donuts. What is this? Reversal. What have we seen here, Kelly Russell?
This is an incredible submission maneuver.
Is this
and I
like a
don't think
crossface
Kevy-
chicken wing?
I
Are
can
we-
tell you this. I don't think Kevy Chevy saw this maneuver coming at all.
He's got him tied up. Movement is limited for Kevy Chevy. The oxygen is being cut off. He got to the ropes. It's broken up here. Austin Aston up to his feet first. Kevy Chevy has really slowed down in this contest as he makes his way back up.
Austin is staying back too far, and he's not attacking him when he had him down there. He's letting Kevy Chevy get up to his feet, and that's going to spell disaster. And I think we're about to find out here.
My.
Oh, man.
Chevy
That's
Impaler.
the Chevy Impaler. Impaler, whatever you want to call it.
Tomato, your winner. The fabulous Treebird.
The Misfit Mission Collectibles. If you can shop in person, you can shop online at www.misfitmission.ca.
Getting back to the action here. Bobby Sheik, Mike Mission. This could be a main event on any card across Canada. You have to agree with that.
You certainly are saying it correctly there. Believe it or not, I'm going to give you some props there, Gibby. You do have two incredibly talented wrestlers here.
Baddest man in Canadian professional wrestling, the Misfit Mike Mission. In the corner to my left, from Oak Bluff, Manitoba, sweet Bobby Sheik.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, for the whole event so far, you've been telling me to not play favorites. Meanwhile, you're cheering for Bobby Sheik. Now, they say he's from Oak Bluff, Manitoba. I didn't know that there was actual Winnipeg transit service from Oak Bluff here. I'm not sure how he got here.
He could have been carried by the people. He's that loved, Kelly Russell. That loved.
Well, again, if he needs the people to carry him, he's focusing on the wrong areas in this business.
The Doctor of Devastation, Mike Mission, sweet
Now,
Bobby
why?
Sheik.
Wait a minute. Why are they taking away his bat, his barbed wire bat? That should be left at ringside. That's part of his character, part of his charm.
But he's a man of opportunity, and I'm glad that decision was made by the promoters here today not to have it at ringside.
I think that is a ridiculous decision. I don't understand why they won't allow a man to bring in. I mean, nobody tells me I can't bring my clipboard in. Nobody tells me I can't bring my megaphone in, my whistle. That's part of who I am. And if I need those things to coach my teams appropriately.
As long as you're using them appropriately.
Of course I do. I don't know what you're talking about.
Here we go. This is going to be a, I'm not going to use the term slobber knocker, but this is going to be one for the Bucks.
It's
This-
certainly going to be a barn burner, Gibby, because
that's-
not only of the heat. Don't worry, I'll help you with the cinnamons. Don't worry. But at
I
the end
like
of the
cinnamon.
I
Oh.
can tell you do. But at the end of the day, you got two very, very fine, talented athletes here in the 40-degree sun, and this is going to be an incredible match to watch.
A doozy. Here we go. Oh, no clear winner on that
Did
lockup.
you just say a doozy?
A doozy.
Maybe leave the synonyms to me, okay?
I will do that from now on.
You know what I'm
Mr.
going to get you
Russell.
for Christmas? I'm going to get you a thesaurus. On tape, of course.
Oh, yes, I would need
An
it. Maybe
audiobook,
one that
yeah.
pops up.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Again, lock up. Height advantage, definitely a Bobby Shink. Into the corner, illegally holding on to a handful of those beautiful locks of Bobby
Schenker's
Shink.
got his own hand back there. I don't understand, for at least from our vantage point.
He's protecting the locks. I think they're insured.
Yeah, Lloyd's of London's got a big number policy there on the locks of Sweet Bobby Shink, but they had to put in a rider for any sort of incidental syrup mistreatment.
I can see it in the fine print, probably.
Absolutely.
Probably. Here we go. They're going to roundabout now. Oh, duck under by Bobby.
What?
Oh, is this too early to go to the syrup? Is it too early to miss focus on someone like Mike Mission?
See, again, the referee should not be allowing this.
But it's not a foreign object. He's not using it to attack his opponent.
Again, you don't know what's in that bottle.
Come on, baby.
Oh, the referee here.
That's right. Even Bubbles McFly, the referee, said, I didn't check inside the syrup.
Well, then that falls on a veteran like Bubbles. Not
No,
to
that's
check.
that's
oh,
oh man,
oh!
that's a Beal or a hip toss with
Yeah,
authority.
I was going to say the same thing. They look like a
Of course you were.
modified Beal throw. Big right hand by Bobby. Another forearm. Oh, look at this. Little bit on weeble wobble legs on Mission.
Mission has certainly got a problem here. Bobby Shink definitely with the height advantage, and I would suggest perhaps some of the power, but don't knock Mission down. He's a very powerful individual as well.
Mike Mission will eat broken glass for fun. Big shoulder tackle.
And
Blue
again,
Bomber-esque shoulder tackle.
a smart move by Mike Mission, getting out of the ring and catching a breather. You always have to remember you got a 10 count, and it's a good idea to get outside, take a breather, try to regroup.
He might be a little bit on Lala Street there, a little bit Mission. He is not a very happy person. He growls a lot. He snarls quite a bit.
Well, that's just part of his charm.
Yeah, he's just and like now like oh, he got a higher five.
I don't
Mike
think he
Mission.
wanted it from that girl.
And I'm telling you, Mission now, I don't know, is this a part of the game plan? Is he slowing the pace? Is this legitimate, the pain he's in, or is he just trying to get in the head of Bobby Shink?
You have to understand that he's methodical and he's taking his time. Now, a bit of an error there. He did not turn his back. He shouldn't have turned his back, but the referee should not be allowing this. He's not letting, Bobby Shink is not letting Mission get back in the ring.
Coming in
Well,
the hard way.
Apparently, he's in the ring now, yeah.
Little do-si-do by Big Bobby Shink. Now, as he stalks his opponent, he's looking. What are we going to see here? Oh, drop toe hold.
And that's a smart move by Shink to get Mission off his feet. He's got a lower base and he's much more powerful when he's standing up. Off of his feet, Mission is not going to be in the best scenario when it comes to defending himself.
Are we going to see a punt? Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah, Trevor Kennard would be proud, but I've got to tell you something. That's a very low maneuver. That's a very cheap move. You shouldn't do that. That's
But
a
it
lacking
is legal.
competitiveness.
It is legal, Kelly Russell.
Technically, yes. I guess if you put it that way.
Oh, did you just call me right for the first time
I
this
said
afternoon?
technically. There's a lot
okay.
of caveats there.
theoretically.
That's right. Yes.
So here now, he's writhing in pain.
Well,
he's
of course
asking
he's
the ref
writhing in pain. He got
to
a
look
size
at this.
14 in the gut.
Bobby's full of enthusiasm. Oh, a handful of tights to change the trajectory of this match. I am not agreeing.
Gibby, that's called leverage, and that's a leverage maneuver that is completely legal, and he's able to take Bobby Shink off his feet, rammed his head into the middle turnbuckle, as well it should
And
have been.
I guess this is legal too in your books, right, Kelly? He's got a 5 count. I get it.
You see, you're starting to learn.
I'm telling you, you and I are on different ends here. I'm glad we're able to meet somewhere in the middle. And now,
Well,
confidence.
I had actually asked for a glass divider between the two of us, but the humanoid promoter didn't arrange for that.
Yeah, I was actually giving you a list of demands there. And I'm glad that we were able to come to somewhat of a compromise for a while. He's got to capitalize. Well, he waits till a long 4 to break
Well,
it.
again, I think that's just a normal 4 count. Bubbles McFly calling it down the middle for a change, and Mike Mission is taking
Now,
advantage.
hatful of eyeball, rake of the eyes. Bubbles got to get in there.
Hey, how much closer do you want to be? He can't actually put his hands on any of the competitors. He's trying to break it up. He's giving him a 4 count. He's breaking before 5.
You know very well, Kelly Russell, he could ask Mike Mission to take a corner. Now, big closed fist by Mike Mission. Back to the boot. Cutting off the airways. Slowing down Big Bobby.
Well, you know, when you've got the height advantage that Bobby Shink has over a guy like Mike Mission with a lower, more powerful base, Mike Mission has to do what he's got to do to get Bobby Shink off of his feet. And if it means holding him to the ground in a chokehold for 4 seconds, that's a smart move. He's going to knock off the oxygen supply to the brain and get himself a better advantage.
Definitely working for him. And now we're outside of the ring again. And someone else who's very comfortable on this side. Get on a big chop by Mission.
Well, this is Mike Mission's area of expertise. He's a hardcore wrestling champion, and he knows exactly what to do outside that ring.
He's the only man that I know can turn any object into a weapon, even a marshmallow. Mike Mission would find a way to inflict pain on you with it. Big chop.
I think we heard that one all the way out in St. Vital.
Absolutely. Oh. Big knee by Bobby, rifling back with a forearm. Couple forearms. Oh, one of his own.
They got to be careful of the referee's count here. Shink is setting him up here. This is not going to be good.
Holy smokes, Air Bobby.
And it looks as though Mission hit his chin or maybe his throat. I can't see for our advantage point here on the top of that chair. Not good for Mission right now.
No, Bobby, I always thought Mike Mission was going to be on top of that exchange on the outside there because that's where he's most comfortable. Oh, look at you. Kelly, he just utilized the second rope to do a low blow. Unbeknownst to Bubbles McFly.
You know, I have to apologize. I was looking at I've got a message that came in about the guys I'm managing a little bit later. I mean, anyway, I didn't see that from where I was.
Yeah, that sounds very convenient as far as I'm concerned. Very convenient. Now,
well, I'm a busy
big
man.
Body slam by the tower, Bobby. No hook of the leg. 1, 2. You only get a 2, but that way, if you don't hook the leg.
We've talked about hook and leg before, but I think Mission is just kind of toying with Shink right now. I think he's got him exactly where he wants him. He knows exactly what to do to defeat this man. It's not the first time these two have ever faced each other.
He's taking the digits and he's ripping them apart and rearranging beautiful Bobby's fingers right now.
Well, as I can tell you this, you take every advantage you can. It's referee's discretion whether the hand or fingers are allowed. If Bubbles McFly is not going to call him on it, then hey, man, pull those fingers and separate the joints, dislocate them, whatever you got to do.
Now, we're going to see Iron Sheik like Boston Crab. Oh, this sinks in. What does this do to an opponent in this type of submission hold?
Gibby, this is going to put a lot of stress on the neck, the shoulders, also on the lower back because Mission is sitting right on the lower back area. This is a great maneuver. The Iron Sheik won many matches, and this is one of my favorite. This is where Mission, he's, let's just say, he's going to do a little something that Bobby Sheik isn't going to like.
Oh, gee. Was that just one in the stink?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Your last name's Guerrero. You probably are familiar with the last name Sanchez.
Oh, my. I am appalled by the distasteful efforts of the hardcore legend Mike Mission. This is disgusting. Who needs some syrup after that to wash that down? I
have a feeling that what just happened is probably about as sticky as the syrup.
Oh, that is just uncalled for. Now, Bobby.
Definitely the height and leverage advantage once he's on his feet. He's going to, but look at that. Mission smarter.
Whoa! They're both down.
Now, these guys got to be careful because in this heat, a 10 count is going to seem a lot quicker than it is. And they're going to have to figure out how they can get their bearings back together and be able to stand up.
Absolutely. As this match progresses and the time goes on, the endurance and stamina of these two wrestlers is really challenged. You can see the tanks of both of them half empty. Now look. Oh, if he gets to the syrup, is it going to change the momentum of this match? Mission beats him. Kick out by Bobby.
See, I thought Mission was too smart for that and wouldn't allow Shink to get to the syrup.
I think he's really focused on. He's really trying here. What are we going to see? He's swinging at the fences. Big Enziguri.
That is an Enziguri with authority and knocked Mission out of his boots. And now Shink, if he gets to that stupid syrup, I don't even know if Mission's got a chance.
That size 17 found a home. Bobby's up. He's got it. This might be the changing factor of this contest. He's got it. He's got the syrup. He's fired up. Could this be a means to the end of this one?
All I know is I am so sick of that syrup.
Big clothesline. One for the show.
Size 17, 14, 15, whatever it is, right in the mush.
Big splash.
Stinger splash in the corner. And Shink has got Mike Mission where he wants him.
Big clothesline in the corner. He's on Dream Street. He's got spaghetti legs. What are we going to see, Kelly Russell? Boom!
That's a stand-up famouser, if you will. And
Big
a leg drop
drop.
to boot.
No hook of the leg. And Mission.
Mission too smart. Mission waiting his time and making the effort to kick out at the last second. Every second here counts when it comes to catching your breath in this 40-degree heat.
The tolerance of pain that Mike Mission has is undeniable and uncomparable to
That is
many.
why he is the hardcore legend that he is.
Now, is this wise? Shink going up there.
Shink is taking a lot of time, Gibby. I don't know if this is a good thing or not.
He's up. Uh-oh! Mission, who's always aware of his surroundings, made that one work in his favor.
Well, let's just say the syrup can't help you when you're singing soprano.
I will agree with you on that one, Kelly Russell. Now, Mission, you know what? Doesn't go up top very often, but it's capitalized here with a big reverse splash. Picking up Bobby. Inverted DDT.
That's got to be it for
Hook in
Shink.
the leg. Are we gonna?
Amazing match we just saw there.
I'm gonna chalk that up to a little bit of an upset, Kelly Russell. Little bit of an upset.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
For all your sports memorabilia needs, welcome to First Row.
Like we always do about this time.
FirstRow.ca, Canada's online collectible store. Sports cards, we got them. NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL. Autographs, action figures, comic books, and wrestling collectibles. If you're a collector, we got what you need. Remember the name, FirstRow.ca, Canada's online collectibles store.
This is a title match for the CWE Central Canadian Championship. In the corner to my left, we have a
That's my title. Mine's blue.
and now proud resident of the United States of America. He is the current CWE Canadian Central Canadian Champion, Hotshot Danny Duggan. The challenger in the corner to my right, Jackson Conway.
they're putting in their time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. And we're underway here. I'm joined by the mastermind, Kevin Cannon, for our semi-main event with Danny Duggan.
Happy to
Jackson
be
Conway.
here on a beautiful summer afternoon and watching this amazing, patriotic human being in the ring. You know, that's one thing that I find is lacking amongst all Canadians, really, is patriotism. Look at how Canada acts. Canada is just very, come here and do whatever you want. Danny, this could be, come on, Danny.
Could have been over. We could have been right there. New champion.
Nah, Danny's just toying with him. Danny's just feeling him out. See? There we go. The old false sense of security. I taught him that, as a matter of fact.
As I was telling my caller earlier, a little bit of non-bias here. I know you're a little bit pro Danny Duggan here. Irishman, he is American sympathizer.
American patriot. He is. He knows.
I'll say
a good
tomato.
country when he sees
You
one.
can say tomato. And now Jackson Conway deep with the armbar.
Oh, he does have that hooked in, but if I know Danny's got some tricks up his sleeve. It takes more than that to put a man of this stature away. Danny Duggan has been all over this planet wrestling. He's been in Japan, he's been all over the United States, he's been to Europe, he's been all over Canada, of course, with various promotions and using various maneuvers just like that. Oh, and that ring does not sound overly forgiving.
He's been in the ring with the who's who of this industry. And I made this analogy earlier when you were in your matchup there, Kevin Cannon, but you're about 5 steps ahead of everybody else, and I feel Danny Duggan is on the same book as you.
Danny is definitely a thinking man's wrestler, and right now, Jackson Conway's got to be thinking he's in over his head because Danny Duggan is showing him what the experience level means in a professional wrestling
Jackson
match.
has his own experience in his own right, but what does Jackson have to do to be the victor today here, Kevin Cannon?
Well, I think there's one major thing that Jackson Conway can do to win this match. Invent a time machine, go back about 20-some-odd years, and train a little harder and become better than Danny Duggan. That's really his only strategy that's going to win him this match here today.
Tuesday, I'll accept that, Kevin Cannon. But look at this, he's bailing. Danny Duggan looking for higher ground.
There might have been a crinkle in the ring there that Danny
his
slipped on.
temper tantrum. You can brush stroke this however you want, Kevin Cannon. He is having a full meltdown fit right now.
Well, no, he's testing the durability of that chair because he's concerned for the safety of our fans here at Wrestling for a Cause. So he's got to make sure that chair can withstand. Let's face it, some of these fans aren't exactly spring chickens. Some of them, bring a little girth with them to watch these events.
Jackson now.
Let the man get back in the ring.
Like I said, Danny, he turned his back on Conway, but he had a retaliation to Jackson's attack.
And you can hear that forearm to the back of Jackson Conway's rib cage echo. Oh,
Danny Duggan is an absolute animal, a beast, a man-eater. Jackson's ready. Unloading with a big forearm.
God, I'm snoozing.
Sit down, have a rest. Another forearm. Do I see a little bit of spaghetti legs on Danny Duggan there?
Well, that's just cheap shots. Let the man get back in the ring. You're not supposed to wrestle. The referee's admonishing them for being outside here. Jackson Conway has no respect for the rules. Jackson Conway has no respect for the official, and he certainly has no respect for his opponent.
He's making up top. He's comfortable up there. Big double.
Oh, no.
Right down on the noodle of Danny Duggan. Now Conway in the corner. He needs to capitalize on his momentum. Danny Duggan, you can show a movie on his back. It's so broad.
Yeah. So broad or so brown?
A little bit of both.
He's been hitting the beach this summer. I'll give him that.
He's been down to Muscle Beach at least once.
Yes, sir.
Conway. Big overhand. He's going to whip him in. Danny takes in the buckle. Here comes Conway. Duggan. Danny Duggan. Master of 1,000 moves. Plus.
This close hand fist. This referee's got to do something about Jackson Conway.
Big.
That's okay. Danny Duggan can do something about Jackson Conway himself if the official's not going to.
Way to slow down. Danny Duggan is definitely someone who plays chess the whole time, and he's going to do his best to control this matchup.
Absolutely. The man has had over 2,500 professional wrestling matches, which is a ridiculous amount. There are people who have retired with a fraction of that who have been at the top of this industry, just like Danny Duggan has. So Danny Duggan has seen every possible scenario. He's been in the ring with every kind of opponent there is. There's nothing you can throw at this American Patriot that hasn't been already thrown at him before. And Jackson Conway, writhing in pain outside the ring, is learning that the hard way today.
Yeah, he's trying to get his gears moving again, get his thoughts about him. Danny doesn't wait for nobody. Picking up a big slam on the grassy knoll.
Oh, and
Danny
it might have been raining earlier, but this sun has dried up that ground. It is a dull thud. It is unforgiving earth that Danny Duggan has slammed Jackson Conway onto here.
This contest might end up on the tracks. You don't know. Danny Duggan, he'll do what he needs to do to be the victor.
That's right. He's defending his championship here, the CWE Central Canadian title. He's got a lot at stake. He's going to leave nothing to fate.
They don't just hand out gold. You got to work hard to earn it.
That's right.
And Conway's finding that out the hard way.
I don't think he's getting back in.
It's going to be close. Just getting on tonight.
He's better off staying outside. He's better off just staying on the grass.
This is a mugging. This is a mauling. Danny Duggan is stopping. What did they used to say? A mud hole?
A mud hole is right. But it's so hot out here. There's no mud. Everything's dried up.
Big clothesline.
A dirt hole.
Textbook clothesline, hook of the leg. 2 count. Ref's doing his job, Duggan. 2 count. That's all it was.
And you can see Jackson Conway is on Dizzy Street. He is.
If you caught that, Kevin, you know, Danny's just one of those guys, insult to injury. He picked him up by his left ear. Like, was that called for?
Well, I mean,
he's sending a message.
He wants to let him off easy. He's going to put him away here with this chin lock. So he's got to put his head into position so he can cinch in a textbook chin lock and get a textbook win over a textbook opponent in Jackson Conway.
Jackson now, he's digging deep. He's getting a crowd behind him. He's getting some fire, some support to rifle back against someone like Danny Duggan.
Now, there's one thing that everybody has said about Jackson Conway since his return here to the Western Canadian wrestling scene is the man has a gas tank on him. The man runs marathons. The man goes on these big biking trail adventures. The man does nothing but exercise, work out, and improve his cardio. But that is only going to get you so far as he's right in the ropes here.
Definitely, I remember his endurance 20-plus years ago, and now as he fires back, he is definitely giving Duggan a run for his money. Big! Beautiful! One of the nicest drop kicks in Western Canada today.
He got some air on that one, Gibby. And now Danny showing a little bit of frustration.
Now, is this called for? I don't know. I understand frustration, but it's insult to injury. It's
emotion is running high. It's election season. There's a lot going on in Danny Duggan's mind. He's very stressed, man. I understand that frustration. I understand losing his temper a little more than the average man might this time of year.
Yeah, you're right with everything going on south of us and how heated the political scene is. And
Danny Duggan takes that stuff serious.
And now he's rifling back. He's working it back into the corner. Nice big firm fist making their mark into the corner. Back elbow by Conway.
That will give you a concussion, if nothing else will. Danny Duggan definitely still on rubber legs.
Oh, that could change the whole trajectory. This could be over, Kevin Cadden.
He's done. That was brutal.
Well, now you look at him like a shark about to eat a salmon.
Jackson Conway run on fumes and Cruel Summer.
Two. There is life still in Jackson Conway, Kevin Cadden.
That is all muscle memory. This man is running on fumes. He did not consciously kick out. Just he has trained so much that he knows when he hears that referee's hand slapping the mat, that shoulder needs to come up. He's not even aware of where he is right now.
As the shade comes over us, it's his welcome as that breather Jackson Conway got for a short second.
I definitely am welcoming this breeze and shade as well. And now Danny Duggan knows. Danny Duggan knows that Jackson Conway's biggest weapon is his gas tank. It is his endurance. So how you take that away? You make it so the man can't expand his rib cage. You make it so he can't take that deep breath. You make it so that man gets tired in your grasp and loses the match there.
You answered the question before I asked it. I was going to say, what would a bear hug? What does this do to a competitor like Conway? And you answered it to a T here. And he needs to break this. You're right. He's draining that tank of Conway.
Exactly. If the chest can't expand, you can't get air into those lungs.
Ring, answer that bell. Duck under. Big flying burrito.
Oh, God.
Big chop by Conway. Conway, house of fire right now. House of fire. He's like, is he wasting time here, Cannon?
I think he's spending a little too much time gloating.
Beauty.
Gloating.
He's
and
fortunate.
not enough time with his opponent. Big Russian leg sweep. Oh!
Textbook. Now what's Conway going to do? Is he going up top? High rent district.
And instead of just pitting his opponent, he's playing around a little.
A little bit of a senton. Beautiful. Well executed. Conway now.
Shades
he needs to
Eddie
stay
Guerrero.
on top of him.
Distant relative of yours, I believe.
Yes, distant, but we were. Roll under. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
What is that called, Kevin Cannon?
That's a DDT variation, but it is something else.
Hook in the leg. Oh, the wily ring vet. The ring presence of Danny Duggan is unmatched with anybody.
He knows where he is in that ring at all times.
Did he underestimate going? What is happening here?
Well, he's just letting the people know. You know, he's a true American patriot. He just wants to hold that flag up to remind them. I don't blame him.
Oh, Conway. Uh-oh.
Oh, now Conway's going to grab the flag.
Is he going to utilize
this? Of course
this?
he is.
Is he going to?
That's the kind of guy he is. Danny Duggan has a family. Come on. He's got a wife and a child.
But now Conway just getting him a taste of his own medicine here. The referee needs to really get in the middle of this. Conway, he needs to know if he uses it, the match is. Underhanded.
Kick.
Are you kidding me? Are you
Two
kidding
out,
me?
referee. Come on, count that.
Unbelievable.
There you go. Serves Conway
Unbelievable. Main event action, Kevin Cannon. What are your takes on this tag team action?
Well, my take right now is that Pete Jones seems to be a little in over his head here. He's got a veteran of all veterans as his tag partner, but I don't know if he's ever going to get the chance to tag out. And Spiker's being kind to him.
I typically will say for the love of Pete Jones, and he's going to need it today. Pistol Pete, wrestling legend Eugene, against JL Spiker and ever-present Spanky.
And don't forget the coach Kelly Russell in Spiker and Spanky's corner. That man definitely provides a benefit to anybody he's on the outside of the ring for. And Pete Jones just trying his hardest here, but his hardest I don't think is going to quite do it against a mountain like Spiker.
Reversal under. Big forearms to the chest of Spiker.
And Spiker just
what is happening here?
Shrugging him off.
If there is any kind of God, maybe Kelly Russell will swallow his whistle today. But Pete Jones going to the corner, maybe getting a little bit of coaching from Eugene. Spanky, we got a little bit of a showdown. His name's Rob Stardom.
There we go. All right.
Now Pete Jones regrouping. He's under the learning tree of Eugene right now. Eugene,
right. This is the biggest match of this man's life.
Absolutely. This is his WrestleMania.
This is his WrestleMania. In there with 10-time, I repeat, 10-time OVW champion Eugene. This man, that's a belt that's been held by CM Punk, John Cena, Batista, all kinds of big players in the professional wrestling industry, and Eugene has held that championship 10 times, as well as a tag team championship reign in the WWE with none other than William Regal. This man has done a lot. He has been to the pinnacle, and now he's stepping on Eugene. Sure, what kind of...
Yeah, he's definitely underestimated, underrated Eugene with the career he's had. Oh, that
now
answers the
Eugene's
question.
bringing foreign objects into the ring. That is completely uncalled for.
It's a gator, or is it a crocodile? I can never tell the difference.
Yeah. Well, one will see you later, and one will see you in a while. Is the main difference.
Yeah, true. Good point. Kevin Cannon, you and I might be BFFs when this is all said and done. Maybe matching tattoos.
Hell yes.
I tried here with Kevin Chevy today, and he wasn't this entertaining as you are.
He might have just been waking up. Was it 2-3 in the afternoon?
Yeah,
he was probably just getting up.
Yeah.
He was probably just
He was on his fourth whiskey sour.
Oh,
and then now,
he gets sour without those.
Oh, yes, I concur. And now Spanky, he got, what, about 100 pounds on Eugene? Maybe 120?
In his left leg, yes.
Okay, left leg. And now, what is the strategy to take an Oak Tree like Spanky off his feet?
Go for the knees. Go for the ankles. Chop him. Exactly like you said, it's an oak tree. You got to chop it down. But I don't know if Eugene has the mental capacity to think of that.
I don't know. Just interesting collar and elbow. Now, and he's going a little bit of amateur style here.
Spanky trying to get the head here, and Eugene.
He's smothering him.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Bubbles got to be out here. They're on the ropes here, Kevin. Oh, a little bit of a tickle, poke.
And he's and this is the mind games that Eugene plays. This is what's not called for. Spanky doesn't need to endure this kind of torture. That's right.
You know what? Everyone can benefit from a good tickle.
Time and a place, though. Professional wrestling.
Oh, what's now? What's he pulling out of his? Oh, are we gonna see a test of strength?
I think so. And like just the sheer size of Spanky alone is gonna give him that strength advantage.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Now Eugene's worth, that's about worth as much as it is its weight in feathers.
And then now, are we going to see it? Are the two combatants going to do this test of strength? Can we get them under control? This match was lost by the referee in the first 10 seconds.
The referee, Bubbles McFly here, just kind of letting them have their way with things, as there's some far-out characters in here, and I don't blame the guy. Eugene is definitely unique. And that's not your property. That doesn't belong to you. Now he's deafening his own partner.
And now
the referee needs to get some control here.
Yeah,
Eugene
he's
got
Kelly Russell's controlling it. Eugene's now got the megaphone. Spanky doesn't want to be tickled. Pete Jones doesn't know where he is. JL Spiker's here too.
JL Spiker is here too. He's caught his breath earlier, and now we're going to get this test of strength.
There we go. Total inverted. Oh, some impressive chain wrestling we're seeing, Kevin Cannon.
Eugene, if nothing else, is a student of the technical aspect of the game. Absolutely. He has watched hours and hours and hours of footage on the weekly for the last almost 30 years.
Going to the well.
Referee, you're going to allow that kind of nonsense in a professional wrestling match? It's an outrage.
There really isn't a category in the textbook for tickling, but it isn't illegal, Kevin Cannon.
I'd have to check the rule books on that. I think there's something about nerve manipulation or something to that aspect.
You almost know how to grease it in your advantage here. Now, in the corner, weight advantage to Spanky. Big elbow. Big forearm. Spanky now taking him into the corner, cutting off the ring. Advantage solely to Spanky. Big tag to Spiker. In he comes. Pete Jones not doing anybody any favors.
And Pete Jones doesn't know, this guy never taught Pete Jones the rules. Nobody ever showed this guy how things work here. You need to be tagged to come in the ring, you dolt.
Pistol Pete a little fired up this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he woke up remembering that he's got a professional wrestling match to be in today. He might have wanted to thumb through the rule book before he got here.
A little bit. Maybe you leak even just, the index. But now, they're taking him off the rope. Spiker, you see a blind tag. Whip off. Leapfrog over.
Oh, Spanky just clotheslined his partner.
Malfunction at the proverbial junction. Drop toe hold into the noggins. Oh my. Got a face full of gooch on that one, Kevin Cannon.
That's right, Eugene.
Ride him.
There.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
I'm not sure that that's an orthodox wrestling move. I'm not sure that
Once again, it is legal.
Well, not exactly shades of Lou Thez.
No. Eugene now. Eugene's got the upper hand here. His methods may be a little bit outside the box, but he's in the driver's seat, Kevin Cannon.
Well, I think Spanky has a tough time just getting up, and now he's up. So Spanky's got to regroup himself. He's got to not let Eugene get into his head. He's got to not let these mind games get the better of him.
So you being an expert in mind games, Kevin Cannon, what does Spanky do to switch the momentum of this bout?
He's got to focus. Focus is the key. He's got to ignore all the distractions. He's got to ignore all the ridiculousness that Eugene brings to the table and just focus on one thing. Beat your opponent.
Nice tag team maneuver there. Beautiful. Pete Jones ringing the arm. Oh.
Pete Jones coming out very aggressive here.
Pete Jones now whip. I don't know. Duck under Spanky.
No. And Spanky just plows him
clean up
over.
in aisle 3. Clean up in aisle 3.
Spanky just...
Oh, Pete Jones will fill that till Tuesday.
That was in the solar plexus.
Would you consider that the breadbasket area, maybe?
That is absolutely where Grandma keeps that loaf of rye.
Absolutely. Maybe marble.
Maybe marble. We are in Manitoba.
Spanky, now you're right. Spanky's done it. He's refocused.
Yeah, he just knows he
coming
needs to
in like
beat
this.
up
This is never
his
a good
opponent.
idea.
Now here's the thing: when you're in the main event, Gibby Guerrero, those ropes get a little looser than when you're on earlier. This might be a little dangerous for a man.
Pete Jones is going to die right in front of her eyes. Pete Jones, get out of there! Oh my God!
He went for a bonsai drop, and he rolled out of the way just in time. In comes Eugene. Spiker
I remember when
tags
Spanky and
himself
I
in.
used to be the same size, Kevin Cannon. That was 21 years ago, but it was a true statement.
Well, I mean, I guess in a way you are the same size as one of his legs right now.
Big boot by Eugene.
Oh, big
leg drop.
Leg drop. He stole that from Hulk Hogan. He stole that.
Yeah. Oh, breaking it up by Spanky. Pete Jones up, recovering.
And what are
we're
these?
going to see him beat
One man in, one man out.
no! Backfire. Oh, shut up, Kelly Russell.
Well, no, Kelly Russell, he's got to get his men regrouped
I get
here.
you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay on the level of professionalism. This is uncalled for. Jiminy Cricket. For the love of Pete Jones.
Eugene suckered him in with that foreign object. This is Eugene's plan all along.
Boom, battering ram.
Spanky.
The team is down.
2 men in the ring.
It's over.
What a travesty.
Your winners. Unbelievable. The pleasure is all mine, Kevin Cannon.